And Shreya, let's touch upon now biophilic designs. For me, plants are important. The way you see jute, that I was emphasizing more on. So, what is your take? How these elements play a very important role, because these days people are behind natural things like stone or maybe marbles.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, I have a very strong opinion in terms of there's so many things in the market that replicate or in a way are man-made to copy all these biophilic elements, right? But I think the idea of being biophilic is actually being natural, right?
Right.
And we, especially us who are in city, as we call them, the concrete jungle, we just innately, human body is designed such that we want to feel closer to nature at every given point, because that's something that will always calm you down even in the most aggressive situation of your life. So biophilic space can really calm you down, right? So if you are, say, at 100% of aggression, a biophilic space can literally get your aggression down to 70%. That means there is 30% of damage control right there. Now that's the power of having a biophilic space, because you're grounded, you are in nature, you're being true to yourself, right? You won't go to a jungle and go crazy, right? After a point you will be like, I feel calm and soothed. So that's the idea of biophilic design. Then that's in terms of how it emotionally enters a space. When you look at it architecturally, it has multiple benefits, like your temperatures drop down, they act as sound barriers. So for example, if you've studied the architecture or designing in our own country, because we have extreme heat in the south and we have extreme cold in the north, typically you will see marbles and stones, cooler materials being used in the north, because when the summers hit, they're really, you need to have materials that cool you down, and that's a more naturally available material out there. Versus in the south, though it's very humid and it's hot, wood has the tendency to be able to hold the heat such that it doesn't make the space overtly hot. And of course then you have natural stone, kota, all of these, jaisalmer, dolpur, all of these stones that help you calm down. Even the paint, you use limestone paints onto the wall. So all of these materials help you counter the extremes of nature within the space that you're living in. So usually you will see a 3-4 degree temperature difference in your own house if you're using natural material, and that's the beauty of having a biophilic design. And I feel that is honestly the future, because we all know that where we are headed with global warming, and all of us, most of us need AC on 24/7. But if we are able to just do our little bit by just introducing natural materials as investments, most of them shy away from it because they're far more expensive than the factory made product.
Okay.
But look at the longer vision to this. It is what everybody should at some point endorse and utilize for themselves, because let's face it, the generation ahead need to also be living in a sustainable environment and not only in a made up environment. So that's where I feel my liking towards biophilic design comes towards.
Swank way, that's how we roll.